Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're safe and well because that is the most important thing. Well, what have we got for you today? First off, hat to Stephen Brennan of Foresight, who has spotted that the UK cosmetics regulation has just been amended to bring in lower levels of oxybenzone, which is used in a lot of cosmetics, but its main thing is it's actually a sunblock, a chemical sunblock. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I'm wearing sunblock because at this time of year, if I get any slight amount of sunburn, I will swell up like a strawberry and get really puffy, and it's very unpleasant. So I'm a big fan of sunblock of all types. I will just put the link, by the way, below this video. Now, I learned something really interesting from Alan Ritchie, ex-retired now from WSP, which is if you need a high sunblock protection factor, SPF, or sun protection factor rather, you've got to have your physical things like your titanium dioxides or whatever as small particles, but you also need the chemical sunscreen because on their own, each type of sunblock only works up to about 30-ish, something like that. And if you want to get higher, you've got to have both types together. So yes, I'm feeling, yeah, oxybenzone. Yes, hopefully there is still going to be enough in sunblock to help those of us who actually need it for medical reasons. But yeah, it is a bit, how can I say, it's just a little bit worrying that this has been brought in. So that's the first thing. Second thing, of course, we always have something about the EU. And there is nothing to report. ECHA, are you okay, hon? I mean, we've had no new CLH proposals, no new SVHC proposals, nothing. But let's just enjoy this holiday period before they come back to work. So that's the second thing. But I did spot something that is really, really interesting that I think you will find very useful. Now, like me, you probably end up with a lot of people who in your world who are like, oh, it's got chemicals in it. Ah, yeah, chemophobia. And I found this great post on LinkedIn explaining Paracelsus, right? And it's from Alan Cartman, I think it is. Hang on, I'm just going to go and pick the link up and I will be able to confirm. Yes, it's Alan Cartman, and he has produced this really easy to understand, even if you don't know the first thing about chemistry. I think it's an AI generated image, but it's still excellent. And as an example, it's 100 sleeping pills are poison. 1 sleeping pill is not poison. That level of visual explanation is really useful. So I do urge you to look at that and share that post with everybody who you can think of who might need it. So that's really useful, I felt. So work out, though, what have we got for our funny video? Well, we have Joe Lycett and the post office. Remind me never to do business with Joe Lycett because the slightest mistake you make, he's going to be all over it like a rash. So that's the funny video. But of course, the big news this week for those of us who are nerds and have been into heavy metal for a long time in the UK is the very sad passing of Ozzy Osbourne, or should I say the celebration that he managed to get to 76 given his heroic consumption of substances of various sorts and a general all-round rock and roll lifestyle. But he was a really good guy underneath it all, and I think a lot of people responded to that. I actually found something that I used to listen to as a teenager, which is their Black Sabbath's first greatest hits album, rather. And somebody's very kindly put it on YouTube. It might be taken off at some stage, but for the time being, I'm going to pop it in there in case you feel like remembering them in their prime. The last song on that album, which is a CD version, I think from Spain or somewhere, maybe South America, has a song but isn't on the UK cassette version. But it's a cracking album, not a bad song on it, and I commend it to you as a way of commemorating Ozzy. So that's it for me for today. Whatever you're doing today, I hope that the weather is maybe slightly better than us. 100% cloud cover, thinking it might rain. But yeah, have a great weekend, and I look forward to catching up with you next week. Oh, and don't forget, if you want all of this information in email form and a whole lot more, you can always sign up to the newsletter. Let me pop the link in there. There we go as well. Take care of yourselves. Bye.